Exercise 14-1, Part 2, using extrude to draw extruded solids. And so this drawing technique covers how to take a two-dimensional object like a circle and then use the extrude command to extrude that circle a specific value. And then they do the same technique with a polygon. And the technique basically requires the object to be an enclosed boundary, and they do they create the polygon with press pull. So let's go ahead and create those shapes. So we'll start off by going to AutoCAD, and I'm just going to stay File New. Actually, I'm going to use my title block that I downloaded from before. So here's my title block, and I've already got the workspace set for 3D modeling, and so you can see, and it remembered the last primitive that I created. I'm going to set it back to box. I'm also going to go and change from a top view to a southeast isometric. I find it's easier to draw these different shapes in an isometric view, and then I'm going to just pull up a layer that's visible. I'm going to go and draw a circle. Let's put our line weights on. .6 millimeters is about standard. Almost got it there. Now you can see it's a little bit. And then we can use the extrude command, and we can just click on extrude, tag the part, hit enter, and pull that up. Again, when we work with these different models, we can choose different visual styles, like conceptual. And then the next part that the exercise has us do is a polygon. And we're going to create a polygon, and then we're going to press pull that into a shape. Let's grab a different color, and then we'll get the polygon command. Polygon is right here. Number of sides, let's say 6. And then we will press pull that. Again, I need to set the layer line weights. But if we turn off the grid, I think it'll be easier. And since that layer has an odd line type, so press pull is right over here. What you do is you hover in the center of the part, press the left mouse button, and then you can pull it, or you can press push it. And so that's how to create a polygon with the press pull command. And then they draw a rectangle with X, Y, and Z coordinates. I think we did that in our last video. This piece of structural steel is kind of an interesting example where they draw it like an angle bracket, and I'm just going to roughly sketch one and then extrude that, and I'll show you the technique for doing that. And so if we switch back here, and let's go with this furniture layer, and we're going to draw a piece of structural steel. And so I'm going to come over, let's do this in the top view. Well, you get the idea. So once we have this shape, what we want to do here with this part is we want to make sure that all the lines are endpoint to endpoint, and we also want to make sure that they're joined. And so what we can do is we can say pedit, or we can say region. Let's say region, and under the draw command, we're just going to type it. And then we'll put a box around the part, hit enter. And since it's an enclosed boundary, it'll fill the shape. And then the technique that they have followed here in the textbook is to take that, and then they're going to, there's their fillet. My values were just a little bit too small. Press pull that shape. So you can press pull or extrude shapes, and it's kind of like a 2.5D to 3D. And so we could also do a shape kind of like that. So we can kind of rough those in real quick. And so here's that shape. And then if we had one that kind of looked like the other one, which was something like that. And then again, we want to region it. Sometimes you have to bail out of the commands by hitting the escape key. Change to an isometric view. And then you can press pull them. Press pull, hover in the middle, click. Or you can extrude it. Extrude, select it, enter. And that completes part 2 of exercise 14-1.